everyone, this is Poorman973, and welcome to another Working at Wendy's video log. Now, just before we get into the day, because it's actually kind of an interesting one today, so, one thing you may have noticed, that my lack of hair is now almost all the way through, so, I got a haircut, and I got rid of this thing. Actually, I already feel better having, not having that much hair on my head. Another thing, I thought my hard drive had fried because it did something that last time my computer did. I had to pay $400 for a brand new hard drive. Luckily, it started back up, did its thing, and everything's okay. So it's like, yay! Keep going, old buddy. You can do it. Alright, now, on to the day. Today I went in at 11 o'clock, and I worked till 4, and it was already busy when I showed up for my shift. Went in, clocked in, and just took order, and for some reason, it's either come the 16th or 17th or something like that, we're going to have breakfast. And they started updating the system or something, and for breakfast, and they totally screwed up our system for lunch. So it was doing really weird things. Orders were getting cut in two and put on other people's orders. It was really weird. And so we had to restart the system at 12:30 with a big old line, and it needed to be done because it was acting extremely strange. And I had to write down some orders by hand, and had to trust that the customers would come back and pay, just so that we could get their food, and they weren't just standing there for the 5 minutes that it took for this thing to reset. And I felt really bad, and it was kind of awkward, and I didn't know what to say or do. So luckily I only had to do it for like 2.5 orders, because it came back up about halfway through the third order. Came back up, and it worked just fine. Well, mostly. It had a little hiccup a couple minutes later, but after that it was just fine. And it was, as I said, we was really busy, and not the busiest day I've seen, but not too bad. And got to see actually 3 of my former teachers. 2 of them were science teachers, one in 7th grade, one in 9th grade. It's always nice to see them, and the one from 7th and 9th came in almost at the same time. Not together, but they just ended up in the same time. And the other one, I know I had him as a teacher. I remembered him, but I don't remember what he taught or anything, because for the most part, like my entire middle school, my memory has repressed those memories. My mind has repressed those memories. There we go. To the extent I only get like brief flashes if I really think about it. And even as I sit here, I'm getting like brief flashes of it. And it was a time that, I just don't want to remember for the most part. It was a very horrible, miserable time in my life. But yeah, back to work. Then after a while, we slowed down a little bit from like, I guess like 2:30 to 4. Slowed down quite a bit, and then I washed trays and stocked and cleaned, and yada yada, the same old usual stuff. And I think that's about it. Pretty good day. I'm getting better about being on my feet for so long. I've even been able to walk up the stairs semi-normally to my room the past week or so. So I'm actually doing a lot better. And it's, yeah, just happy to be working, happy to be feeling better, happy to have all the hair off my head, and that's it. So this has been Poor Man 973. I hope you all have a nice day.